Hello guys, long time no see, huh? So, as you can tell from the title, the lockdown is lifted and Marrakesh reopens. And the life is getting back to this hectic city who was completely empty and quiet for the last 3 months. And it's nice to see this beautiful change happening right now. It also means that soon the borders will be open and the tourists gonna come back here, and the city is going to be normal, well, like post-corona normal. And for the first time in a long time, I think I see this city in a completely different light, in a completely different colors. So for the last couple of weeks I've been going outside slowly in the mornings to get some fresh air. I also have been taking my pet tortoise for a walk because I saw this crazy video that in New York one woman she takes her tortoise, so I wanted to give him a walk, but he wasn't really that interested. So the good thing about Marrakesh in this time, it's like the only peaceful time usually when there is, because I don't know why, but people, they started there around 10, so if I go, the earlier I go, the higher chance there is that I will not meet any people and I can be with myself, which is a big issue in Morocco for me, since whenever I want to be with myself, people come to talk to me, and sometimes I don't want that. So yes. In the past I had this love-hate relationship with Marrakesh, and now I really start to let go of all the old trauma and just really enjoy Marrakesh as a city. Like, the thing about Marrakesh is, especially Medina where I am based, it's super touristic, and it's crazy to live in this area where there is so much culture and so much history and there is no tourist. I try to see this side more because it's very easy to go to this negative side. It's very easy to start pitying myself because Europe, it started to open a month ago. My friend, she was telling stories like a month or a month and a half ago, how people are going outside and it feels like there is no lockdown or anything. My sister is traveling to the coast because it's plus 30 degrees in Lithuania, and she's just traveling to have a swim in the ocean. And I am here, stuck in Marrakesh, can't go outside from Marrakesh, and in this heat, because now, like especially in June, the heat started to raise up, and I live without AC, so it really starts to feel warm, and it starts to feel like we are trapped here. Now going outside and know that you can go outside, it's a rare thing. This lockdown, like Morocco has one of the strictest lockdown, I think, in the world. It lasted for 100 days. You are not allowed to leave after 6 or 7, I'm not sure, and you needed to have a paper in order to go out to work or to supermarket. So in this 100 days, I tried to teach myself a lot, and I tried to use this time wisely by learning new skills, by repeating the information that I knew and I forgot, and just basically improve myself. to be a better conscious person. Alright, so that was the fourth pray. One pray left. It's after the sunset. So yeah, I have about 10 minutes to record because it's gonna get dark very, very soon. I think you're gonna see it. And also, I was like, for the last few weeks I didn't make any videos because I was like questioning myself where this channel is going, you know, what I want to create, because I want to create something that it has a meaning to me, and I know that the stuff that I'm creating right now, maybe it's not gonna be important in 5 years, but I know that I need to create it. And I was reflecting of what should I create, how should I create. I was trying to find the meaning, the purpose of creating these videos, because I always need to have my why if I want to do it, because if I know my why, then even in the hardest day when I don't want to do it, I'm gonna do it. And I stumbled across this TED Talk about sharing your own story by Dominic Kolesno. I really find it beautiful what he said. So he basically was saying that in today's world, everybody sharing the highlights, you know, of their world. You know, they take a picture, write a couple of sentences, and this is the story that they share. He compared it to watching a trailer but never seeing a movie, which is like you can get a sense of sensation, but you can't really grasp the whole story, because it loses the most important part. It loses the taste, you know. It's just like literally the best example. It's a trailer, it's not a movie, you know. And he mentioned that sharing things about yourself, you know, like sharing your stories. Thank you, Puka. It lets you to connect to people. It's like it kind of answered my question. I kind of got my why when I heard this TED Talk. I was always a very visual person. I always like to create and draw. Sometimes I just feel the urge to create something, and creating videos is really, really self-relieving, because I love to edit. I love to show the story from my perspective. You know, it's something so unique, like you and me. If we are on the same trip and we have 2 cameras and we're gonna edit after we're gonna film the event, both of these stories, they're gonna come out, I think, different, because maybe some parts they're gonna be similar, but in general the story, how we think, it's different. This YouTube channel, it's something that I just enjoy doing it. I want to keep on doing, and I know that maybe it sounds like a cliche, sharing your story, it helps you to connect with other people, but I think it's true, you know, like there's this classical things who are like really truth, and I think this is one of them. And if sharing my story gonna inspire somebody, like now, maybe come to see Marrakesh, that's great. He also said that sharing your story is an act of vulnerability. It requires allowing yourself to be seen. But after vulnerability, sorry, I can't say this word, comes power. And it's true, you know, because I was into this, for the last couple of weeks, I was into this dark stage that came out of nowhere, and I was really started to question everything. And I think it's good to reflect from time to time, to even give yourself a couple of weeks to make sure why you are doing what you're doing. And I feel like by creating videos, it gives me power. So I want to make this kind of live series, because this is just basically, I am taking events from my life and I'm sharing it with you. And I just want to do it because I think life can be also like a very good movie, you know. And I don't know if these stories are gonna be the highlights of my day. I think it's just gonna be happening. But sometimes isn't it beautiful that even those simple moments who we take many times for granted, it's the most beautiful things that happen throughout the day. And I want to highlight them and I want to make videos. So yeah, this is what I want to call the series. This is story number 1 about my life, about how Marrakesh reopens, and I need to think what I need to do later on when the borders will be open. But for now, when the borders are still closed, I am letting myself immerse into this beautiful city which is not filled with tourists, and just see the real Moroccan culture, which is amazing.